Greetings, woman. I'm Andre and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Okay, so we're going with more Epica. Yes, we're going on with the Epica hype train. That's what I was saying somewhere amidst all that. Okay, this went sideways pretty fast. Death of a Dream, the embrace that smothers. I think I've heard the embrace that smothers part something before. I think it's like a saga that they had going through the albums. I think the Phantom Agony, the title track, was the embrace that smothers part 3? I don't know. But I'm not sure. So this is not a live version. Who requested this? Laura Anderson, I think, requested this. We got a whole list of Epica suggestions from her. Thank you, Laura. Said there isn't a live version. I don't know if that means there isn't a live version on YouTube or they never did this song live. But if they didn't, they kind of should, shouldn't they? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. So this is from the Divine Conspiracy. It was the second album, so it's from the older stuff. We don't know the second album. Second album was Consigned to Oblivion. I think this is like 4th or 5th or something. I knows not what I says. Phantom Agony, Consigned to Oblivion. I think Requiem for the Indifferent, then this. Let's go. I will explain the faces for you. Please do. This is a reprise from The Obsessive Devotion. The violin theme is a vocal theme in The Obsessive Devotion, and the riff, that is exactly that same riff that they have there, only there it's also backed by growls, and it's a dual vocal moment. Okay. One of the most epic dual vocal moments in Epica discography, I would say. I love The Obsessive Devotion. Are you sure this is a reprise from that and not that is a reprise from this? I mean, it depends whether you consider a reprise as coming later along in the album or earlier on. Okay, I don't know that one, by the way, so maybe we should check it out. Type stuff down there if you want us to, shall we? Yes.
The curtain is falling. There's dearie me.
Yes.
I did not see that one coming.
Yes. That was different.
Yes.
They're using the orchestras a lot more for dynamics than they are in the later albums, where they're just this like huge layer. Here we got like a lot more linear melodies and stuff. We do get some atmosphere from it, but we got a lot of dynamics and orchestra runs and stuff, and that was all this swirly, I will say slightly orientalish stuff again.
Perhaps.
Apparently that's a thing they've been doing for a while. I only heard it on Dancing in a Hurricane and Code of Life, but I think they had it before. So this song, it does the two Epica dimensions very well as far as rhythm is concerned. The galloping really fast stuff, and then so you get those two, and you just kind of get a small portion of each, and they're sandwiched between each other, so the song keeps changing pace.
Like a triple decker.
Yeah, kind of. Or like a quadruple decker, or like a 666 triple decker. That's my favorite kind of decker. So, really cool song. What I'm gonna say is Mark's vocals, you can see they weren't that good at that point yet. And I think from Quantum Enigma onward is where I really started digging his grunting style. Yeah, but on the first one, he was a bit shabby, I would say. I also want to say the choir layer is also a little thinner than on the later stuff. So you get a lot of Simone on her own or louder than the choir. Yeah, but man, she's doing some spectacular like acrobatics in there. Mm-hmm. And she's sticking a lot to the higher registers and operatic stuff. Yeah, but I don't know, she has this is something I like, for example, about Simone, and actually about a lot of symphonic metal singers that Tarja fans never understand. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you wanna get a cool sound, like a wave of energy or of emotion or anything, you can't sing like this. And this is what Simone does here really well. It's like you keep having these spikes and these things that come out of nowhere. And I think, at least on the really early Nightwish albums, Tarja's singing is very much there. And I don't want to criticize Tarja. I actually really like her singing, especially on Oceanborn. I'm like, Tarja singing on Oceanborn, mwah. But this is what I think sets a lot of singers apart. Specifically, the singer of Ex Libris, Diane van Giersbergen. If you want to see like really, really, really theatrical, expressive singing. That sounded like a hate rant, and I did not mean it that way. I just feel like making a point. Yeah. Point delivered? Yes. Okay, I have nothing else to say. I have one more thing to say, and that is much love for the drum pattern on the entry after the atmospheric part. I actually had that thing to say! Well, not specifically there, but in general, there was a lot of clever stuff on the drums. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on in this song. If you enjoyed our reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.